Okay, Michael, I have made you host and you are streaming live right now.
Okay. Did you say you were staying? Shall I make you co-host as well?
No, Michael, I'm not staying actually. Yeah, I guess. Who's going to be here? Let me check. I
Oh,
think,
don't worry.
yeah, Kim is going to be here, I think, with you.
Okay, that's
Okay,
fine.
bye-bye.
Bye. Hello, Kim. Hello, Kim. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Michael. Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning and welcome back into my class.
Of course. Harry will be doing the live stream, so I'm still waiting for him to push the live stream.
He has already done it. He's already been in and out.
Oh.
So we are live at the moment.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so I'll do it again, Michael. I'll be sending you an email on Slack again.
Okay, that'll be great. Yeah.
With the list of the participants. And yes, and if it's okay, can you please make me a co-host? Just
I've
for me
already done that.
better moderate the class. Okay, thank
Okay, that's super. So you'll send me a list of the names on Slack again.
you. Yes.
Hi. Hi, Janice.
Hi,
Hey, welcome to the class.
thank
Hey.
you.
Nice to see you again. And who's in the iPad? Who's the iPads? What is your name, Mrs. iPad?
He's on mute.
She's on mute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Hello, Betty. Hello. How are you, Betty? Yeah.
Hello,
Hello. Yeah. Nice to see you. Yeah. Welcome.
thank you.
Okay. Yes. So while we're waiting for the others to arrive, Janice, maybe you tell me why you're in the Facebook class.
I'm in the Facebook class because I have a Facebook account, but I'm so leery of it. I've had other friends who say their account has been hacked and people are trying to use their picture and ask for money for them and all kind of craziness. So I signed up. I have the account, but I do not post anything. I might read or look at other things, but that's it. So I need to get a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more information on how to use the account appropriately and some of the features that are available.
Right. Okay. Thanks for that. And I hope we can reassure you. So Betty, why are you here in the class? What do you want?
Well, I do use it, but I don't know, everything I can or cannot do with it. I'm kind of the same way. I post just occasionally. I mainly just read other people's stuff. And so I just wanted to be more comfortable and know how to use it better.
Okay, no, fair enough. And hello, Mary. Welcome. Why are you in class?
I've noticed there's been a lot of advertisement and there's just been a lot of different stuff going on with Facebook. So I just thought, can't hurt to learn something new.
Okay, okay. Jacqueline, welcome. And what do you
Yes,
hope to get out of it?
Well, basically ditto to what they said. I have a Facebook account. I very seldom use it, but it's certain things now I want to get into using it more often. And it's certain things I want to go into and try to change and update, and I haven't been able to do that.
Okay, okay. All right. Well, hopefully we'll cover some of those. Warren, welcome. And why are you here?
Hello. Oh, just to kind of improve on settings and precautions primarily.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's great. We'll see if we can cover and focus on some of those. And is it Batul? Batul?
Yes, it's Batul.
Okay. And why are you here? And welcome.
Thank you. I know a little bit about Facebook. I do have a Facebook account,
Right.
but I'm not sure I know everything that I need to know.
Okay, you may need an advanced course on Facebook, but we'll see. Maybe some of the basic things that we cover, and maybe you can ask questions as well when we get to a particular aspect, and I'm
Thank
able
you.
to answer it. Yeah, please feel free. And Maribeth, welcome. And why are you here? Maribeth, are you there? Okay. If you're not sure how to unmute your microphone, just press down your space bar on your Zoom and you'll be able to talk while you're holding it down. And then it'll lock again when you okay. So yeah. So welcome, Nancy. Okay.
Thank you.
And what do you want to get out of an introduction to Facebook?
Well, I want to know some privacy stuff.
Okay, you're far away from your microphone, so I can just.
I want to hear some privacy stuff.
Okay. I get the message. Okay. All right. So, Jacqueline, have I said hello to you?
Yes, you did.
Did. Okay. I'm just a man. I lose track of things.
That's okay.
All right. So welcome to the class, so the introduction to Facebook. And I know there's been a lot of controversy about the security on Facebook, and it's justified. But we'll go through, and I'll even though it's an introduction, we'll spend a fair amount of time on the security settings and things like that as well. But the most important aspect is don't forget your login details, okay? You forget your password and it's been very difficult to communicate with Facebook authorities if things happen that are not pleasant on Facebook. But they're few and far between, and they usually look for people that are possibly famous or rich, or they feel may even be gullible. But let's move forward, and let's start with. I'm going to start with some slides because two of you have mentioned that you are sort of newcomers to Facebook. Can you see my slides? Just nod your head or say yes.
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 Thank you. Okay. And if you do have any background noise, then please feel free just to put your microphone off. If you've got a dog barking in the background or a spouse, then just turn it off. I must introduce you to Kim. You'll see her as part of the participants. She is a support person from Get Set Up. And so Kim, welcome to you. And she has posted on the chat. So if you want to interact with her about your technical issues or other issues of any description, then please just do a private chat. As you can see at the bottom of your chat page, you can send it to everyone, or if you click the down arrow, you can send it just to Kim. And then you can chat. But if you're finding that, let's say, there's some background noise that perhaps I can't hear because I'm doing the talking, then just ask Kim. She'll be able to sort out any problems with background noises. So the first thing that we talk about is me. You see my name is up on the slide in front of you, and I live in Perth, Western Australia, and the time has just gone 10 a.m. in the morning, and I guess you must be around 10 p.m. in the evening.
No.
That's why they call us down under, okay? Or maybe we should be up top. But anyway.
Right.
We get there before you do. Okay. So yeah, basically I'm an author and researcher, and business is what I love, and I do a business class as well, and hopefully some more in the future, coming months as well. But because I love microgreens and gardening, I also do a class on that. But yeah, it's lovely. Please just search and you'll see microgreens are amazing. People don't know enough about the beneficial value of microgreens. But anyway, I'm not here to advertise that class. What we're going to do with Facebook, we will cover what you see on the screen, okay? Because we've got beginners and it is an introductory class, but I will cover some of the concerns that some of you have mentioned now right at the beginning of the class, and particularly looking at your privacy. And even though I don't talk about security here, we will do some of security as well. So broadly speaking, I'm sure most of you know Facebook is a platform intended for finding, networking, and connecting with friends and family. Okay. I don't know if you've ever tried to find an old school friend, you know, that you were perhaps at school with 50 or 60 years ago, and Facebook would be the place to find them, okay, because it is, excuse me, let me just have a water. There are 2.7 billion users on Facebook. So there's no other social media app that is as big as this, where you can possibly find people from the past, because there's a good chance that your previous school friends are here somewhere. Bit more difficult if they've married and changed their names. A lot easier to find men that don't change their names necessarily. So Facebook is a great place for sharing lots of pictures and interacting and following people. It's more a way to deal with some of your off time as a senior, assuming you're not working, or if you're part-time, maybe promoting a product. Facebook would also be a good place to be. But certainly it's a good place to be, just if only to stay connected with your family. And you find yourself following, and we'll go live onto Facebook in a moment after I've done some of the slides, and then we can move around Facebook together and see what is best for you when using Facebook. Okay, so some of the terms that are used when somebody says they're on Facebook, it means they have an account. Okay, and when you're on Facebook, you can see any public posts. Now, posts can be private, they can be public, and I'll show you how to do that. But that's important also now in 2021, is to make sure that you are aware how to make your posts visible only to the people you want them to be visible to. Okay, but we will come to that. Another term is a friend on Facebook. A friend is a two-way commitment. Okay, they agree to be your friend, or you agree to be their friend, and you can then interact with each other, and Facebook will show you what they're posting and so forth. Okay, then there is another, following. You see at the bottom of your screen. Following is a one-way activity. Okay, you can automatically follow anyone. Okay, and you can unfollow them just as quickly. But we will get to that and talk about it. But this screen is important. Okay, so this is going to help you restrict and make your time pleasurable on Facebook. Okay, because one of the things that happens is that you get people that for some reason or other, they are now linked to you, and you just don't want to see their posts that they post 10 times a day, and so you can restrict them. Okay, you have that power, and we'll show you. Okay, you can restrict them. They cannot see your posts. Okay, unless you post as public. Now remember, public is for everybody, so I don't have to say that every time. If you post as public, then you have a problem. Okay, but if you restrict them, then and they're not public, you have some power. That's a good way to start. But you can still see, if you restrict that person, sorry, I got it the other way around. You restrict a person, they can still see, you can still see that person's posts, okay, but they can't see yours. Okay, unfollow, then you just don't see their posts at all. That's the one I was talking about. And unless, again, your post is public. Please remember that. Okay, you've got to think very seriously before you post as public. But there are times when you want to, and I'll show you there. You can also just snooze on interacting with anybody or having any interactions for 30 days, and after 30 days, everything gets back to normal. You can unfriend somebody, and So you don't see their posts and they don't see your post. So that's when you remember friending, who I said earlier, is a two-way communication. So you break that communication by unfriending somebody. They might not even know about it, but they won't see your posts, okay? And in fact, you don't see all your friends' posts. Facebook has changed its algorithms recently in the past, and you actually now see far fewer than what you used to see a few years ago. You used to see all of them, okay? But now, because of the new algorithms, you don't see all of them. So you might have to go looking for those that you're not seeing automatically. The other option is blocking. You can actually block somebody, and that's like the final power you have when you might choose to want to do that. And so blocking is an option where it blocks people from both lists. You don't see each other's posts, and you also lose the right to message each other if one person blocks the other one. Okay. So, all right. So I think there was only one of you that told me that you still trying to get onto Facebook. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because it's only one in the class, and I see there's 16 of you in the class. But to log in, you go to facebook.com to either log in or to create a new account. And so you move through a process where Facebook takes you. And is there anybody in the class that would like to go through that process? After all, it is an introductory class. And if you want to know how to open an account and so on, please just let me know now. Maybe put up a hand or a thumbs up. You can use the reactions at the bottom of your screen. You press reactions. You can experiment with them now if you wanted to. Otherwise, just tell me, yes, I'd like to know how to open an account. I'll give you 5 seconds. Okay, that's good. What we will do, nobody wants to go into that process. This is a list of attendees. Okay, sorry, no, that was something else that Kim was sending me. Right, so let's now stop sharing the slides and let's go live into Facebook, okay? And we'll start seeing what we can do here. Let me, okay, let's go. Here we are. Right, can you see my Facebook account? Okay, just nod your heads or say yes.
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 Yes, great. Thank you very much for responding. I appreciate that. Because sometimes there are technical issues and then I carry on chatting and you actually don't. All right, I'm just having a quick look at the chat page and that seems all fine. Kim's doing her job there. Right, so when you land up on Facebook, okay, you land up on what you might call your activity page, your feeder page, and there are various names that people call this page, but you land up on it, and it's where when you scroll down, you'll find that the activity that's been taking place on your between your friends and the people you follow, and we'll look at some of those today, okay? And you'll also see the word underneath, some of them sponsored. Those are adverts, okay? And you have got no, you can hide this advert by clicking the 3 dots on the right-hand side, but it's just going to be replaced again. So maybe this particular advert, you didn't like, or you felt it was abusive in some way, But so this one you could hide by clicking on it, but there'll be another one, okay? And if you're interested in what this particular person, you can click on, hold your cursor first of all over the name of the company, and it tells you something about the company, okay? And it doesn't matter if it's an advert, it could still be of value to you. Okay? And if you'd like to go and see them, you would then click the name, okay? And you would go and see that company. And they also give you a link to go off Facebook and go and see their website. Okay? So you've got a lot of options open to you. And I'm going to move off it, and we'll go down, because let's have a look at what else. I never know what shows up, because this is live on my own Facebook. So I've never had anything offensive, so it's not usually an issue. Okay. So now we look at another posting by somebody, and immediately I look at this in my own leisure time, sipping a cup of coffee, and see Rob Edwards. I know Rob, he's my cousin, and actually nephew, I suppose, more likely. And he's there at the moment. Okay, so I think that's great. And so I'm just going to, and you have an option to put your cursor over the like while you're scrolling down, relaxing. You scroll down, you think, let's give him a thumbs up. Very nice photographs. And when I'm not in class, I'll go and have a look. And I'm able to also comment if I wanted to here, right here. And remember, there are people that you have linked to, you are associated with. I'll show you how to unfollow people just now, okay? So you type something in there, and you can just enter it, and there it is, okay? But there are other options. You know, you can insert any emoji picture. You can attach a photograph as part of the reply. You know, maybe you also somewhere and you send a picture. You can add a GIF. Somebody asked me that, okay. And so they're just things you can add, and stickers you can add to even reply with. Okay, so but those things you experiment with. You test it, because you can, before you post it, you can always delete it. Okay, so here is, you know, if you click on the comment, it just takes you down here. Okay, and you can also look at, if there were other people's comments, you'd be able to see them, because if they marked them, so your page down. All right, so now let's
excuse me, what were
yes.
those different kinds of likes?
Okay, let's first of all, I've just put this over a like, and it brings up all the names of the people that have liked it. Okay, that's an interesting thing for you to observe, and the people who put a love sign on it. Okay, but I'll get to your question now. Okay, there, that's what you're asking. So those are the first ones, a thumbs up, okay, which is the common one. Hold your cursor over it. There, they're laughing at a particular, so you'd rather put a laughing response, and wow, okay. Usually you say that when it absolutely is astounding, okay. And then of course you're sad and crying. Maybe the picture's about somebody who's died, communicating. And then you really don't like it. You're angry, okay? So you press angry, and then whatever you've pressed will then, you know, will come up. So, you know, if we press heart, and it says now you and 42 other people have put hearts. I put heart because I used to be a pilot, and I've never actually flew one of these Messerschmitts or Spitfires, but I did fly Harvard and other small aircraft. And but my father did. My father taught all of these. So there's a link. That's why you'll see them. So what you can also do, I was going to show you on this one, is you can click on the name. I showed you it drops down, but you can now actually click on the name and it takes you to that person's profile. This could be your profile, okay? For example, this is what your profile would look like on what you have added, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But it's a profile on Facebook. It's an account on Facebook, okay? And you page down on a person's profile, as they will of yours. They will page down, and he's made these are his public postings, so you'll be able to see them. And just absolutely lovely flying instruments, okay? I wish I wasn't too old to fly now. Okay, but anyway, so you can see what's in the profile and out of this posting as well. So, but we'll check out a few more because there's certain things I want to show you about. And so we are now heading back to that home page, okay? Because we were scrolling down the activity page, okay? The Facebook page, the feeder page, and we jumped into somebody's profile a moment ago. So this is where you will spend a lot of your time looking for your children's posts that they might have posted something, okay? Looking for friends that might have posted something so that you can interact with them. Friends are there for you to interact with. Why do you have friends, okay? So, and remember, if you don't do any posting, your friends are getting nothing from you, okay? Then it's a one-sided relationship. And you can have one-sided relationships. But basically, you have friends and people who follow you because they want to see your posts and what you're doing. So occasionally, even if it's once a month, do a post, and your followers will get it, okay? And you would be feeding your followers. Okay, what I want to do now, I want to jump. You see, we've been on that house, the home page, okay? Called it a lot of different things. I'm now going to go across and show you a profile. I'll show you my profile. And wherever your name appears, whether it's on the left of the screen or on the right of the screen, you can click it and your profile page will come up. Now, Facebook knows it's you. And so it's now going to allow you, every time you go to your profile page, going to allow you the option to edit. That's why you see edit covered photograph. Okay, edit, 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 edit. You see all over the place. It's because it knows who I am, because you had to sign in. It'll know who you are, and it gives you the chance to edit something. Okay, so let's just look at the home page. The background picture is, I put it up because it's something that relates to me. I love science fiction. I love Star Trek movies, okay? I don't know, you people are too young to know Star Trek and know that. And so I just put that up because it was fun for me to have that behind. Then I put a profile picture, and you know, if you want to change your profile picture or change that, you just click the edit button, or you click the camera there, which I've just done now. And so you change your profile picture. Facebook offers you choices, okay? It says now you can upload a photo, okay? But yeah, what about using some of these? So Facebook suggests some photos that are already on Facebook, okay? And you can click any one of these, and you can upload from your device, select some and upload certain photographs and choose those. But you also probably have a lot of different photographs and it goes on forever. So you can go and select a photo, or you just choose one, and it immediately brings up, because you've clicked on the photograph now. And of course, Facebook, it's a round profile at once, and your photograph is square or rectangular. It now allows you to move the photograph around underneath. This is the one that's already existing, okay? So it's not allowing me to adjust it, but maybe we should discard. Yeah, let's discard it now, and then we're back to that particular one. But that's how you edit it, okay? And the same with the cover photograph. You click edit, and it takes you to a page where you would upload a photograph. But we do have, let me just also advise you that Get Set Up have advanced classes on Facebook, and they have just on Messenger, and a class just on Messenger, and they have a class on Facebook settings as well, a whole hour going through those. So this is like an introduction to show you where everything is, and hopefully give you some tips. And that's where you would do your photograph. You would see underneath your name, and it could be a username, it could be a company name, it doesn't have to be your own name, and you can have more than one Facebook account as well. Okay, remember that. And usually there's a reason for that. You maybe, I published a book, and so I opened a Facebook page just for that book, okay, and then did some postings to it from time to time to encourage people to buy the book, okay. And then I also had a company account. So you can open more than one account for whatever reasons you would like to, and particularly if you want to advertise on Facebook, then you would have a business account as well. And so on your profile page, you see here on the left what is highlighted. It is posts, okay, which is showing you what you have posted recently, okay, and there are reasons, okay, and you can see who. I posted that on mine because my son is a great fisherman, and so you have all your posts. You will see only your posts coming down on your profile, okay. So that is under posts. You'll also see under sort of default anything that you have allowed to be made public, okay, which you see here as like a very short bio or introduction to yourself, okay. And if you go down on this side, you'll see odd bits and pieces of information about yourself and your friends and a few friends and life events, which we'll talk about, okay. That's your profile page. Now, if we click on next to that is about. Now, about is about you, okay? It's about you, and it's what you allow people to see. So this is like the top phase, a broad phase of what you're going to restrict people to see, okay? There's more serious we'll cover in a moment, but so this is about you. So there's an overview about you, what you are, where you studied and where you live, and so forth, okay? Now, any of these, let's say, you'll see down here various icons, okay? So if that icon says only your friends can see that you're a content writer at michaelplumstead.com. If I press that icon, I can change it I can make it public, okay? I can make it a certain number I can make it all my friends except a few, okay? And I'll show you that when we do the posting. And otherwise you can choose friends that can see it, or nobody can see it, okay? Only you, okay? And so you can customize it, you can create different lists of people that can see things. And Get Set Up, cover that in a sort of advanced class. But there's still more choices all the way down. that you can decide who can see that particular post. Okay. You can click on the 3 buttons, and those are just life events, but also life events are just what you choose to be like. Those are stages in your life, okay? And so you now mark that particular photograph or comment as a life event. You can edit your workplace. There, click on edit, and you can change that name there. Okay, and same with all of these things. So you see that the college I studied at, it's public. Okay, so people can search for that college, and because they're perhaps looking for me, and so they put in the name of that college and they search for it, and so you do everything under about. Okay, now I'm going to go down a bit further, and I'm just going to, this will take you a bit further down, okay, which then is just about your friends. Now, this is where you start searching for friends and finding friends, and people are finding you, okay. So in the process, you can click on friend requests, okay. Now, Facebook is suggesting, nobody else, Facebook. The artificial intelligence in Facebook is suggesting that you should add these people as friends. So there's a reason, because there's the things like this one, the reason is there are 5 mutual friends of my other friends that are friends. They're friends with this person. So Facebook says, why don't you become a friend and add a friend, okay? And so you look at, let's say this person, you think, okay, Jack Jackson. Now you press on his name and his profile comes up. So now you have his profile, because you perhaps thought he was a certain person. And so now you would have a look, okay, and see, is he the person, okay, see what he's interested in. And then I want to show you now, look carefully at the screen. You see, let's say I want to add him as a friend. There's a big blue sign there. I can now click on that, and it sends him a request saying that Michael Plumstead wants to become a friend. He has the right to ignore it, delete it, or accept it. And if I think, oh, that was wrong, I can go back to the exact same place and press cancel, and then it cancels, okay? So back to the left of the page, we can do the same with all of these, okay? Now there, Maggie Jabir has 47 mutual friends with me, okay? So I wonder who she is, but then so one goes down, okay? Now, if you don't want anyone to come, you think, I don't know this person, I don't want them. Oh, by the way, this is somebody that sent me a request, okay? It comes at the top of the list. I wasn't expecting one. So I have now the choice. This person has sent a request, okay? So we can click, it's got 18 mutual friends. So we click and see anything about her that might be of interest. So I look down, see what other photos are, look at what she's posting, and I can't find anything that I particularly like there. I don't find a reason, but I could click confirm request, which I will do now just so that you see what happens, all right? Confirm request, I click confirm, okay? She is now a friend, okay? And that's how you would do it. So you'd go back here and you'd look down your list and you'd say, I don't want him on my list anymore. So you just click remove, he's gone. And you click next on remove, he's gone, okay? and you go down, and you think, okay, this person, I'll just click remove. It doesn't remove them. All it does, it removes them from the artificial intelligence that's feeding this list. It does nothing to them. They haven't requested you, and you haven't requested them. You've just taken them off the artificial intelligence. Okay, so it's simple and easy, and it's a great place to go and see. And you can also, in this stage, you can search at the top here for a person. Now you're looking for something particular, anything. You can search for anything. Okay, not only people, but you can search for anything. And you might want to search for a place. Okay, or but anyway,
if someone, say you accepted someone as your friend, because there was a community member who sent friend. Some people just have hundreds and thousands of friends, but she just happened to own a store, so she wants 1 million people to know when she says selling things. But I don't really want her. I don't see any relevance to her being my friend. But if I remove her as a friend, is that going to be a notification to her?
Not that if you're entitled to do that, and people do it all the time, every day, all day long. Okay, you can see here. I clicked. I don't know if you saw. I clicked on friends that I am following, friends that are connected. I'm following, just the people I'm following now. That's a different setup to friends. Okay, connecting with friends, people you follow. Did you see where I clicked on that? Okay. And now you have everybody that I am following. Okay. And you could now decide, there aren't that many, but any one of them you can take off your process. Okay. And in this case, they're not a friend. I could add them as a friend as well if I wanted to. Okay. And you can search by high schools and so forth, and hometowns.
How do you take them off as a friend?
Sorry, you were very soft. You're far away from your microphone.
How do you take them off as a friend over here? Say you decide you want to take them off.
You want to take them off. Okay. Okay, these aren't friends. These are people we're following at the moment. Okay. So we're not on the let me take you back. We were just looking at the whole friends site. Sorry, I went back to the home page instead of the profile page. There's the profile page. Okay, so if you click on friends, and you then have options of I've shown you those particular aspects there, and you can. I didn't show you the edit privacy. I showed you that now as part of. So again, this is where you would now decide to edit and change people. I just can't. I don't want to delete any of these. Okay, here's to answer your question. Okay, you would click on the 3 buttons next to your friends, and you can either make them favorite. You're allowed fatty favorites, or you can edit the actual list in a different way. But here is where you can unfollow somebody you've been following, or you can unfriend them. So if you've got thousands of friends, you've got to go to each one of these and unfriend them. Okay, that's where you would do it. Does that answer your question, Nancy? Okay. All right, so I want to move on. I just wanted to show you, the friends particularly. You've got lots of things you can look at with photos, and you can put photos into albums and things like that. And people store their photos for life, basically, on Facebook. And and Facebook then, divides it into photos of you and then other categories there. Okay, and your photos are photos you've uploaded. The others could just be that other people have uploaded and maybe tagged you, put your name next to it, and you can create albums. Okay. Then the more section is just unbelievable. It takes you everywhere. Okay, but let's just go and have a quick look at likes. Everybody you liked, okay, is now listed here. Okay, so if you like somebody and you wanted to go back to them and see, you would then just go to your likes and click likes, and these are all the people that I liked. And but there's so many more things. Just go down here and have a look for yourself. Okay. And if you want to edit your profile in the future, other than what I've showed you here, you can just go to edit profile, click edit profile, and it takes you to not only your picture and your cover picture, your bio, the one sentence that describes you, and then the other things that you have made public or not made public, what people can see. You can add hobbies, you can edit the whole process as well of what you're doing under featured. So I just wanted to show you that's where you can go to do those type of things. And again, in the advanced class, they'll show you in far more detail on what and what is done there. So are there any questions before I go across to some of the security things that I want to spend some time on that might be all right, no questions at the moment. And Kim, you got no questions from anybody?
No questions on the chat room, actually, Michael. Everyone, if you have a question with Michael, you just raise your hand and unmute yourself, okay?
Thanks very much, Kim. You know, when we've got a class this size, it's good to raise your hand from the reactions at the bottom of your Zoom screen. Okay, here I just wanted to show you this. Under these three dots on the right, there's a view as. If you click on that, it now shows you exactly what other people are seeing when they go to your profile, as opposed to what you've been seeing, because you see everything. It's your profile. You change it, you edit it. So if you click that view as, and like I've just done now, you can now see what it looks like. It looks much cleaner, and because it doesn't have edit all over the place. And then my profile, my postings come down here. People can look at my postings, and so that's a good place to go to. And right, I want to now move to the right of the screen, and we have time. I'll come back to all these icons as well. But what I want to show you is this drop down on the extreme right. Okay, and if your screen is small, you've got to look for it. It's going to be called like settings. Or in most cases, it is that icon, but it might be hidden somewhere else. And I want you to go, please take note of this as novice users, let's say, or beginner users. Go to privacy and settings and click it. Okay. Then we'll go to settings in a moment. But what you must do, this privacy checkup is something new on Facebook. And the privacy checkup is Facebook helping you, holding your hand, and taking you to various options for checking your privacy. Okay, so go to each one of these and check them out. You can also attend the advanced class, and they will go to each one, but it's all logical. It's there, and you can walk through with Facebook your privacy checkups. I'm just going to click that icon again, and because I said now that's the one I've just told you to click on. You can also go to click on settings. Okay, now this would be your settings, and it would be some of these settings are what Facebook would walk you through in that previous option that I gave you. Okay, so in your settings, you must spend time. If you're a beginner, spend time here and think about what you want. Okay, you can see all the general account settings. Okay, they're down there, and edit next to them. You can click on them and edit them. You can then go to security and loggings. So again, you know, it even asks you there to view, check your important security settings. Go and have a look. Okay, and just read what's on the page, and you can see this is where you would change your password. Okay, or come in here and edit your password to something else. So remember to always give Facebook your phone number. You can make it absolutely private, and you must make it private. Okay, but then it will send you, if you want to change, and this is important because somebody mentioned this at the beginning of the class, you know, if somebody steals your account, okay, then you need to be able to, the first thing they will do is they'll come in and edit your password and so on, but you need to give it to Facebook in order to get that account deleted. Okay, it doesn't happen often, but it does happen. And so you need to look at these settings that you've got here, go down, you know, bit by bit by bit, all of them, and it will also help you with your phone, your mobile, if you're doing it. And but I would strongly recommend that that you do use Facebook, because it is a good place. Unfortunately, it's the most popular and most people are there. But you need to ask yourself the question, why? Why do I want to use Facebook? Okay. Yeah, I want to follow my grandchildren, okay, but perhaps they're all on another app. Maybe they're all on Instagram or one of those, and yeah, maybe elsewhere. But if they're not, they're all here, then that's a good reason, okay? And you can build friendships here as well that you never had before because of groups that you join. Okay, I'm going to show you groups now. And so are you very clear that this is where you go and you need to, being like a nag now, okay, but you need to come here and look at your settings, okay? You really have to. So you would now just page through, and there are a lot, okay? So take your time, and if you're not sure, you know, then do what your gut tells you, your intuition for this stage, okay? And all right, so we're going to go to groups now. I just want to show you there, that icon there, groups, okay? So you click on groups, and now this is the activity page of whatever groups you belong to. So the first thing that comes up, you know, if you belong to 5 or 6 groups or more, what if they've done some posting, then that's where you'll find them. And I take one, and you can see I've pinned that one to the top because that's a group that I want to see every time I go in. It's people in my suburb, and they post something if there's something urgent, like you've lost a dog or a cat or something like that, that people to look out for it. So that's what the pin is there for, okay? And then I've got other groups that I've now joined. Now you can discover groups by clicking on discover, and Facebook takes you to all sorts of groups that first of all shows you your friends, okay, that are on which groups, and underneath it says join the group, join the group. So that's where you would page down, and you can click on any of them and go and have a look at what they're about, okay? So you could then join a group and think carefully about what you join, because you want to participate. It's a, you know, you want to share in the group as well. So yes, you want the information, you want to get more knowledgeable, but also help to share in. So that is the share. This icon here is just video after video after video. and you can turn on the sound, and you can watch various people sharing videos.
This is the smartest buffalo you've ever seen. He got caught by a lion, and he's fighting.
Okay, I've closed it there because it looks exciting, but it might become gory as well. And so those are videos. This is the shop on Facebook. You can buy and sell things on the shop. And on the extreme right, that was the groups, remember, on the extreme right was or is probably the most popular aspect in, oh, goodness me. But remember, this is just a game, all right? This is gaming online. This is not really happening. So under that, you would find games that you would go and look at, and you page down. These are live right now, okay? And popular games to watch. And any of these you can just follow, okay? You're not making friends with them, or you just follow them, and you get the latest if you interested in that or that particular game. And some top clips you can watch to find out about the games, new games rising. This is the fastest growing industry on the planet, is games online, okay? So you can just watch them. It can be entertainment, all right? So all of these are where you will spend your time, okay, as well as your own profile page, okay? So that brings us to the end of the class. I will take any questions that that you have, and we can look at them. Maybe I'll stop sharing, then I can see who's talking, whereas before I couldn't. Okay. Any questions?
How do you get rid of a group?
Okay, you just unfollow that group. You unjoin that group. Sorry, it gives you the option to unjoin a group. Okay. So when?
Oh, hi. I have two questions. How do you, sometimes there'll be like an event. There may be an AARP, meeting, say next week at 2:00. How would I remember that I should, go to it at that time? That's the first question. The second, is there a way to search for like live cooking shows?
Yeah,
I mean, I am a member of various cooking groups, but is there a way to search for live cooking shows that are going on at like right now?
Yes, you absolutely can. You can, that's exactly what you search for, live cookie shows, okay? And it'll bring up various options for you. You search for whatever you want on Facebook, okay? And it will bring up the options for you. As far as being reminded about events, you need to go to Google Calendar, and it's an app on Google, and a free app, and it's very, very powerful, and it will remind you often as you like about events, and it'll store events. And I do a class on an introduction to Google Apps, and Calendar is one of the most important ones in that production. So please use Google Calendar.
Well, sometimes there's some in Facebook, there's a thing that says alerts somewhere on one of the.
Okay. I would suggest then that you do the advanced class, because I cannot answer that, and check out what they are. I'm sure it must be a setting, I assume it must be a setting, but I'm not sure. Okay.
Sometimes I get alerts, and I think it's a very distracting word.
Yeah, it's usually alert about a posting, and it's usually you've given priority to that posting. I get alerts too that arrive on my email in my inbox, but I would imagine if you click on that and go backwards into Facebook, you would find 3 dots where you could take away that alert, but I'm not sure. Okay.
That's okay. Well, I am using the method that you said, which was to put the event in my Google Calendar. But what happens is I wasn't sure how to get to that event on Facebook. I remembered that it was happening at that time, but I couldn't find the event on Facebook. I didn't know like where it was.
You think it is on Facebook? Can anybody in the class answer when? Because maybe the event came from elsewhere.
Hello. Yeah? Hi, Wen. This is Kim, your TA. Regarding, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello. Yes. Regarding notifications that you will get once you, if ever there's an event, you will actually click that you're interested in going to the event, right? Once you click that you're interested, Facebook will actually notify you, send you a notification on the day of the event. So that's the only way you can keep track on the event that you're interested in.
Okay, thank you, Kim. I've learned something. That's great. Okay.
That makes sense. Okay, I think maybe because it said something like there was something on organization, and it said to register. I did register, but maybe I didn't say interested. Okay, interested. Okay, that makes sense. Then it'll come up and like under there's like a bell or something on the alerts. Okay. Okay, thank you. That solves the question.
Great.
Thank you very much, both of you.
Yeah. Oh, it's a pleasure. Any other questions? We've passed the hour, but I don't mind. We can answer any other. Yes, Janice.
Yes, I see a lot of recipes on Facebook. How can I save them? Do I have to set up a folder, or how do I go about doing it?
How do you save the recipes? Okay.
Yeah.
There is a way. Let me see if we can maybe go back and have a look at that. Shall we, do you know where they are? Shall we just say recipes? All right?
Wow.
I don't know if I'm spelling this correct. Okay. Best recipes as a community. Okay, let's just have a look. And there's a community called Best Recipes. And so maybe if we, oh, that's a sponsored one. Let's not go to a sponsored one. So let's click on that posting, and let's see what we can do. Okay, here we are, and then on the actual recipe that's ongoing now, you can save the video. Wherever you see that icon,
Okay.
you can save, okay? And then you can also copy the link and then put it onto your Google browser, and the other options that you've got here. But that's what your question was to save
Yes,
it.
yes, uh-huh.
All right.
How did you get there? The three dots up?
Yeah, the 3 dots on the posting. You go to the 3 dots on the posting, and
Okay.
that's where it is. Okay.
All right.
And yeah, and then of course you have the option to do the other things we've covered in the class, like follow this person. Okay. And we also have down the other options besides saving. You know, you can share. Okay, and at the bottom of the picture, I just clicked on share, and so you've got various options you can go and explore now and for sharing. So I hope that answered your question.
It did. Thank you.
Pleasure. Okay. Any more last minute questions? Okay, then Wen, do you have another question, or was that still the hand from previously? I think it's the hand from previously. There we are. Okay, that's gone. All right, well, goodbye and have a good evening. a good night, and I'll have a good day and a good lunch. Thanks very much for attending. I've enjoyed the class. Thank you.